This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of Phatts TV, sanctioned by PA Phatts and the non-genetically proven Sun. Any and all words have been authorized during the show. There is nothing off limits. Nobody is restricted from watching and participating in the show. It is a free-for-all. Commencing at the siren, any and all discussions will be legal for an extended period of time. Sports, politics, and any and all controversial topics will be talked about. You have been warned. May God be with us all.
Good evening and welcome to Phatts TV on this Friday night. It's a nice night out tonight. Is it? Another nice night out. We're got a string of some nice Friday nights. It is June the 26th, day one of green. Woo! Except if you're in Lebanon County.
State champs!
State champs! Lebanon County state champs, baby!
COVID-19 state champs!
Woo! Turn the volume down a little bit.
Not for much longer. not with the condition of Philly. That's gonna go back to red probably real quick.
Well, yeah. So yes, we are in the green. You already told me you're going to be hitting the bowling center tomorrow. Lucky you. Better you than me.
That's just to prove if I ever need to bowl again, basically.
Do you actually miss it?
No, not really.
Why are you going to do it?
Because I need to do something else.
But you miss tournament bowling.
I do miss tournament bowling.
Okay.
So maybe I can get back into that now.
Maybe.
Because there's the talk around tournaments all around here. You can maybe bowl a tournament here and there. So I would definitely need to practice, sort of.
Yeah?
Unless we're bowling on house, and it really probably doesn't matter. I need to work on making my 10-pin, then. That's really it.
Yeah, you've kind of forgotten how to do that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, you weren't shooting the best 10 pins when as we were coming up to the stoppage.
Yeah, because I bowled 3 times in the entire second semester or something like that.
Yeah. So, about 10 minutes before we came on the air, I shared a video to my Facebook page from Twitter about a protest that's going on tonight in Virginia. At least I think it was tonight.
Protest.
Well, it started out as a protest, and then, of course, it was at a statue. Don't know what statue, don't even know where it was in Virginia. And they started to spray paint the statue, so right there is when the protest becomes a riot, in my opinion. So the cops showed up, and they didn't take any bullshit. They just started spraying anything and every person in the crowd. And if you go watch the video that I posted, it's about 2 minutes long. Pay attention at about the 35 or 36 second mark of the video. You don't have to watch it, you just have to listen to it. You hear this like person, this guy in the background go, "This is a peaceful protest," and then you hear this girl say the same thing. And as she's saying it, her decibel level goes up and up and up, and by the time she gets the word protest, she's like screeching the word protest.
Well, she kind of turns into a man.
It's like, "This is a peaceful protest!" I can't do it quite the way she did it, but it's very funny. And then, of course...
You just, like, scarred me. That was disgusting.
I did my best inner...
Are you sure you have nuts and balls down there?
Do you want to... Never mind.
Whoa!
I did my
best...
This is
a PG show.
PG-13. I did my
That still doesn't say you can bring out your sack.
I did my best 22-year-old female millennial impersonation.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So Christine said not bad. That wasn't a bad impersonation.
Speaking of 22-year-old white millennials, there's a lot of videos going around now of 22-year-olds, some guys, but mostly girls, cursing at black cops, calling them racists.
What else is new?
I haven't quite figured that out yet. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. It's like the white millennial 22-year-olds or 24-year-olds have now hijacked the racist talk, and now they're calling black cops racists. It's, I mean, this comes from years of being indoctrinated into the progressive philosophies, the participation trophy generation. And all you great patriots out there, we better start banding together and start doing something about this, or else, as our generation dies off, there's going to be nothing left. I want to read to you something that was said yesterday, and I'm not going to tell you who said this yet. I'm going to read this.
Morgan
first.
Freeman.
No.
Come on, that was funny.
All right. This guy said, we need a networked multilateralism bringing together all the systems, regional organizations, international financial institutions, and others. We need an inclusive multilateralism drawing on the indispensable contributions of civil society, business, cities, regions, and in particular with greater weight given to the voices of youth. He goes on to say, the problem is that today's multilateralism lacks scale, ambition, and teeth, and some of the instruments that do have teeth show little or no appetite to bite, as has recently been with the take two has recently been the case with difficulties faced by the group that he's involved with. He says that they need an effective multilateralism that can function as an instrument of global government where it's needed. Global government. The gentleman that said this, his name is Antonio Guterres. He is the head of the United Nations right now. So you have the head of the United Nations calling for one world government. What other old, rich asshole is for one world government? Let's see. What was his name? He wasn't born in the United States. It's coming to me. George. Soros. George Sor. It's on the tip of my tongue.
No, I have no idea who you're talking about.
George Soros.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Dude, you gotta read a little more. George Soros.
What?
Who's behind all this shit going on right now? Him.
I don't care.
Him.
I'm living my
He
life.
needs to be taken out.
I'm living my life. I'm fine.
If we could, drone bomb terrorists, we could drone bomb him, without a doubt. I don't care if he's on American soil. I don't care if he's down in Antarctica. That cocksucker needs to be drone bombed.
Antarctica. George Soros.
Yeah, he's an ass, all right.
Find the right mouse.
Gotta grab the right mouse here. So, I don't know if you guys saw this week. So now, of course, with everything that's going on, there's a push for, reform of cops going around. Not that, police protection isn't part of, let's see, what amendment was that to the Constitution? It's in the Bill of Rights. It's towards the end. I believe it's the 10th Amendment that says, anything that's not part of the federal government should be handled by the states. Yeah. I don't remember police protection being involved anywhere in the Constitution. So that's really a states' rights issue. And anything that's going to be passed in Congress is more for federal police. And you notice the Democrats now want to federalize all local police forces. Again, one government. Yes. And So the Democrats put out their version and the Republicans put out their version, and the Republican version was supposedly by Tim Scott. I'm sure he was part of it, but of course they were going to have him come out because he's the first black Republican senator from South Carolina. Very eloquent. And, yeah, you needed 60 votes that's how the archaic rules in the Senate are. You need 60 votes just to start the discussion of a bill. And no Democrats would vote for it. They want police reform, but they won't vote to start discussion on a bill. How interesting is that? How interesting is that? Kind of sounds like an election issue. Not, do you think they really want police reform, or do you think they want an election issue? Yeah. You care to say something here, Sidekick?
Sidekick!
So, the Democrat version passes the House. And one of the things that the Democrat version calls for is the cops have certain types of immunity from certain things. I tell you what, Nancy, you drunk and haggard.
Oh.
Tell you what, the cops will give up their immunity when Congress gives up their immunity. How about that? How about Congress give up their immunity? You know, what does Congress go to jail for these days? How many slush funds do they have for, like, sexual harassment claims that never come out to the light of day? Yeah, Congress is immune to a lot of their own laws that they've written. How about Congress give up their immunity before the cops have to give up their immunity? That's a novel idea. Yeah.
And what makes you think of that?
Yeah. How about Nancy gives up her police detail? There's a novel idea. You know, the city of Minneapolis, I said it right this time, they voted 12-0 today to disband their police department. 12-0. It was a unanimous vote. How about we vote in Congress to disband the police that protect Congress people? Bet we'd save a lot of money, wouldn't we?
Probably.
Wouldn't we? Bet we would save a lot.
Start paying off that debt.
Money. They could use the money for something else, which I'll get into in a moment. But yeah, so Minneapolis, voted to disband their police force. So now, what do you think they're going to be ruled by? Let's see here.
Community Watch.
Community Watch. State with the greatest Muslim population in America is
Minnesota.
Boy, a lot of things aren't coming to my mind tonight.
Are you thinking Minnesota?
I think I am thinking of Minnesota. Thank you, Sidekick. Thank you.
Please don't call me that.
The Boy Wonder?
No.
Batman and the Boy Wonder? PA Phatts and the Boy Wonder.
Screw off.
PA Phatts and the non-genetically proven son.
That's fine.
Okay. You don't like
sanctioned by PA Phatts and the non-genetically proven child.
He asked me, it's like an hour ago, he goes to me, how come you don't call me the Prodigy anymore?
That's right. On PJBT.
How come you don't call me the Prodigy anymore?
Because I didn't know it was such an issue with people to vote against their kid. I didn't know that was an issue.
Yes.
That sounds like the same issue that we're having now.
No,
just like pointless issues.
Yes.
He's your Padawan.
He is my Padawan. Did she spell Padawan right? It's all A's. All the vowels are A's.
Then yeah, she
all
did.
Right. Good job there, Chris. Good job there. So yeah, apparently, sooner or later, Sharia law is going to be coming to Minneapolis. That should be very interesting.
What?
It? Huh?
Say what?
Sharia law. That's Muslim law.
Oh.
That's going to be very interesting.
They're going to have to pray like 7 times a day or whatever.
Yes. And not Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Not that kind of praying.
And what if they're
going to be facing Mecca. They're going to be facing Mecca.
And bowing on the little carpet.
Yes. It's going to be very interesting to see because, for those tolerant people, I don't think the Muslims take too well to gays.
No.
They kind of like to throw them off buildings. Very high ones.
Yeah, they don't like them.
No. No.
They don't like a lot of our people.
No. So it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting to see how that goes. But we had brought up you could save a lot of money by getting rid of the DC police force that protects the Congress people. Well, you know what we could do with that money? Since there's a big push now, slave reparations. Blacks want slave reparations now. Because, nobody alive ever had slaves right now, but they want their money. I don't believe...
That's like asking like a little Japanese girl to pay for Pearl Harbor.
Exactly.
Like, because it...
Exactly.
So...
Your girlfriend owes me some money for Pearl Harbor. Is she watching?
Yeah.
You owe me money for Pearl Harbor. Right here. 500 big ones for Pearl Harbor.
It's like saying, 3 generations ago, my great-great-grandfather died to these Japanese people. Now they owe me money.
George Takei, even though FDR interned your family, you owe me $500 for Pearl Harbor. Come on, George. 500 big ones for Pearl Harbor.
He could give that out. He's probably pretty rich.
He better not go to Minneapolis after Sharia law comes. They'll throw him off of a building.
They hate Asian people too?
No, he's gay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's gay. Yep.
Any woman, I guess, is starting to wear a big black thing that covers the whole face or whatever.
So the other big thing going on in Congress right now is statehood for D.C. 51st state. Washington, D.C., the 51st state. Now, it basically says in the Constitution that this can't happen.
What does it say?
Not allowed. You really want me to go in and read Article 8, Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution? I can.
Well,
we'll be here a little while, but
sum it up. Sum it up. You got 30 seconds. Let's go. Sum it up.
So basically, they want to make D.C. a state. Now, why do you think they want to make D.C. a state? Let's see here. We went over one. Yes, the man in the back, Daniel.
The Electoral College.
Well, actually, believe it or not, they already get 3 electoral votes. Didn't you study the Constitution? There's an amendment to the Constitution
I thought
that gives
maybe they would try to get more out of it.
No, because it goes by population.
I figured there was something to fiddle it around.
No, they.
Yes, I know DC gets 3,
yes,
but maybe they're going to try to fiddle it around.
No, but what else? Why else would they want to become a state? You're like, what do states have right now that Washington D.C. doesn't have?
The state Supreme Court?
Every state has 2 of these.
Representatives?
Well,
Senate?
Senators!
Hey.
Very good! You had civics!
That was government.
Civics.
No, who calls it civics?
I do.
Government!
Every state has 2 senators, which right now Washington doesn't have. They would also get 1 voting representative. They do have a representative for Congress now, but they are non-voting. And technically, they do have a shadow senator too, but you never hear of this person. But the lady, the representative, she's like all high in the hog. She's pushing for state, 51st state. Now, the way...
Do we already have a 51st state, technically?
No.
Isn't our territories...
No, our territories are not states.
What do we... We own...
We own a lot of shit.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. There's push to make them a state, too, but they're not a state.
That's been a thing for how long?
They have non-voting representatives in the House of Representatives, too. But anyway, yes, to make a state, basically all you need is to pass Congress, and the president has to sign it into law. But in the Constitution, it says Washington, D.C. is the seat of federal government and cannot be made into a state, in so many words. So what are the Democrats trying to do? They're trying to do what they always do an end run around the Constitution. Democrats are very good at doing end runs around the Constitution.
Well, realistically, we should follow the Constitution.
Well, really? Really?
It was written out how many 100 years ago?
Oh, just a couple, Tree.
So maybe we should follow that as a country.
Maybe. The founding fathers were a hell of a lot smarter than we are.
Well, we could tweak it to make more sense to today.
No. We don't tweak any. No, that's the amendment process if we want to tweak it.
Was it that? One of them had slaves in it originally.
Yes, and then we had amendments to get rid of it. That is tweaking it.
We had amendments to get rid of
Yeah,
it.
it's called the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution.
Yeah, the 13th,
Read your
14th.
goddamn Constitution.
You know how long the Constitution is?
I do. I've read it. Thank you very
How
much.
long is it?
It's 10,612 words.
Is that actually true?
I don't know. Look it up sometime. You go in there and count the words. You go in there and count
Hey
the
Siri,
words.
how many words is the Constitution?
You'll shit if it says 10,612.
4,400.
Oh, there's more than that. That's probably the or the before you get
Hey,
to the
Siri.
amendments.
How many words are in the Constitution? Damn it. I'll work on that.
You count the words.
Okay.
So anyway, Democrats are really good at trying to do end runs around the Constitution. So what this bill says is they want to shrink the size of the federal part of D.C. to like a couple blocks to where the White House is and the Capitol is and the monuments are and the Supreme Court building is. So they want to shrink the size of D.C. and leave the other part of D.C. out to make it a state. That's their end run around the Constitution. Yes?
7,591.
You're getting close. You just need another couple thousand to get the by number.
The 27 amendments. Without them, it's 4,543 words.
So I was close. I was close.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Imagine writing it out with a pen and ink, or feather and ink.
Imagine that.
You know how long that probably would have took?
Imagine that. Well, why don't you go try it and tell me how long it takes? That's your homework until next Tuesday night.
Well, you're going to be like the... What's her face? The blonde girl? You have homework. Was DC originally for the reps and families only as a temporary residence? Now it's heavy with others living there.
Yeah, actually something like that. And then, they open it up to, everybody else.
A lot of poor people went there.
Everybody else. Well,
Very expensive food.
yes. Well,
2 blocks away from the mall, the National Mall. Yeah, I got a piece of pizza. It was pretty big for like $6. That was expensive.
If people are willing to pay for it, they're going to charge it. If people won't pay $6, they'll lower the price to sell it.
Well, I had no choice. I wanted food.
Supply and demand.
I wanted food.
You wanted food.
They charge like $9 for a Chick-fil-A meal down there.
Yeah, well,
What the hell?
everybody likes chicken.
But I ain't paying $9 for
Everybody
that.
likes chicken.
That's not that. It's not.
What do you feel about the CEO of Chick-fil-A saying that white people should bow down and wash black people's feet?
Huh?
Yeah, so you should read sometime.
There's no way that's real.
Actually, yeah, it is. It is. A lot of Christians are a little upset about that.
I mean, I could say something, but I probably shouldn't say it on the internet.
Pope Francis did that too. He actually did it.
I probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking on the.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah.
So let me give Nancy a little piece of advice. If you want to make D.C. a state, how about we get 2/3 of the vote of the House of Representatives, 2/3 of the vote of Senate, and 3/4 votes of the states? Then you could have your amendment, and D.C. will become a state.
That will never even get through the House.
No.
Not a single Democrat. Yep. Republican will go for that.
Well, of course not. Of course not.
And I'm not even sure 1/3 of the states
This
would go
voting
for,
for
that.
states won't go anyway because it's dead on arrival in the Senate, and even if it did get by the Senate, the president would veto it.
Yeah.
I mean, Obama had a chance to do it. Remember, his first term, he had not a veto-proof Senate. He had a filibuster-proof Senate. He had 60 senators to break any filibuster he wanted to. How come they didn't push this shit then?
Because it didn't matter at that point.
Oh, really? Yeah. Good point. Good point, non-genetically proven
It's just
son.
like I just saw today that I forget what butter it is, the one with the Indian woman on it.
Land O'Lakes.
They're getting rid of it because it's apparently racist.
Yes.
Or something.
Oh, a lot of things are racist.
Because apparently rice is racist, syrup's racist. Uncle Ben's is probably going to be racist.
Yeah.
The Redskins football team is now racist.
Yes.
Who else is racist?
The Dixie Chicks are changing their name to the Chicks. Well, what about when feminism gets a hold of it? What's their name going to be now? The?
Well, introducing the.
The.
Hey, there's a town called Normal.
Is there?
that has that law that I can't remember.
In what state is that?
Uh,
So, anyways, keeping up with the Supreme Court, there's still some cases out there in this term. There's a couple abortion cases. There's the one about the president's tax returns. But there's one very important one. You don't hear a lot of news about this. But if the Supreme Court votes in favor of this, and I hope they don't, it will change the landscape of the United States dramatically.
care to explain?
I most certainly no. I'm going to leave the audience hanging. We will be right back after these commercial messages.
Screw you.
Hi, fans. Go out and buy a can of Simon Eyes. Simon Eyes for all your needs of anything that Simon Eyes is used for.
And to keep the show going, buy Arnold Palmer.
If you buy a case of Simon Eyes, you will get free Arnold Palmer.
With every purchase.
With every purchase.
Just add an extra 99 cents.
But if you're the first 10 callers, we will double your order of Simon Eyes. Just add extra shipping and handling. 2 cases of Simon Eyes, free Arnold Palmer.
With an extra purchase of 99 cents.
And an autographed picture of the non-genetically proven son.
Now it's worth nothing. Way to go.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So, what's out there that the Supreme Court still needs to vote on?
Now, Phattstonia is a state.
You know what? We're gonna talk about Phatts very shortly. We're kind of, you really do good in leading me into some stuff.
Yeah, and I have no idea that was actually a thing.
So there are states that are trying to change the way the Electoral College works. How many people, how many of the patriots that watch this show know how the Electoral College works?
Yes and no. I do and I don't.
Okay. Care to...
Okay, so we have the election, right,
Yeah.
We, every state is done by popular vote.
Yeah.
So, Penn State wins by 10 votes. By Republican, it's red, but not technically,
Yes.
till the, I forget what the guy's name is.
Electors.
The electors go and vote
Yes.
for, and 99.999% of the time they'll vote for the
Yes.
color that they were voted to, and
Yes.
that,
Whoever wins the state gets all the electors for that
Yes.
state.
and then they vote, cast their votes, and then whoever gets to 270 first wins.
Right. Very good. Very good. Except in what 2 states?
Maine and Nebraska.
Maine and Nebraska. Very good. Wow, you get a cookie tonight.
The second, second district can
They
go
have
red in
2
Maine.
congressional districts in both, and
Maine can go split. Nebraska usually
Yes,
stays
red.
Both red.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. See, look, I know something.
Yes. So anyway, there's a case in front of the Supreme Court
For 1995.
for 19. There's a case. PA residents got to add sales tax, though. Sorry. There's a case in front of the Supreme Court right now that wants to change the Electoral College to allow people, the electors, to vote however they want.
What would be the point?
That doesn't make them abide by the laws of each state. There's also, there's things going around right now. I believe there's 8 states that are trying to do a compact that says their electors have to vote by popular vote. So Pennsylvania is not one of them. So Colorado, because Colorado is one of them. So the Democrat wins Colorado, but the Republican wins the national vote. Even though the Democrat electors get to vote in Colorado, they have to vote for the Republican. That's the push. That's right now.
That would be the dumbest law I've
It
ever
would
heard of.
be. It would be a
Might-
very dumb
We have to get rid of
law.
California.
There's a lot of other things we need to get
Well,
rid
we
of.
need to get rid of California.
California, New York, New Jersey, Illinois. Vermont, Massachusetts, Delaware,
Maryland,
Maryland,
D.C.
D.C. Shall we keep going? Mexico,
Michigan,
maybe.
and Ohio.
Oregon, Washington,
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Arizona,
Colorado,
Nevada,
everyone, and Philadelphia. But anyway,
and Ohio.
No, Ohio's always easy.
Screw Ohio State. They could die.
Then we'll just go to Columbus.
That's fine. It's Flavor Town now.
But anyway, so can you see how this could affect? So the Supreme Court rules that this is now permitted. So you're an elector for the state of Texas, or the state of Oklahoma, or the state of Wyoming. Traditionally red state, right? States that go red big. We're not talking 2 or 3 points. Oklahoma that goes red by like 35 points, something like that.
And when they thought Hillary was going to win Texas.
Yeah. So you're an elector for Oklahoma. I come up to you and I say, "Hey,
yeah,
dumbass.
That's not going to make me listen to you.
I got two propositions for you.
Yeah.
Gonna give you $50,000 for you to change your vote.
Yeah.
You change your vote?
No.
Okay. Since you don't want to do it that way, if you don't vote for the Democrat, your family's gonna disappear.
Oh.
I'm gonna rape your wife. I'm gonna kill your kids. Now you're gonna vote for the Democrat?
I guess.
Can you see? Do you? No, that won't happen though. Do you think George Soros funded organizations would do that kind of things? No, they don't. They always play by the rules, don't they? Don't they? Thankfully, we did not do that at the same time.
Yeah, that would hurt.
By the way, there's a video that, speaking of that, there's a video that I wanted to put up last night. I didn't do it, and I gotta go find it again. So let's hope and pray the Supreme Court. Now it's gonna come down to that freaking Chief Justice Roberts, that guy that's moving left with every freaking day, because you can't imagine that the 4 liberal justices are going to vote the right way for this, because to them the Constitution is a living, breathing document. Right with changing of the times. Conservatives are pretty much originalists. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they do the right thing, or we could say bye-bye to the Republic, in my opinion. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, U.S.
Bye-bye.
For me.
Who sings that?
I moved to Canada.
Bye-bye. How come I can't think of their name?
Bye.
How come I can't think of their name?
The Beach Boys.
Not the... Shut up. Shut up. That sucks. I can't think of their name. Somebody help me.
Well, if that happens, I'm moving to Canada.
Oh, don't move to Canada.
Well, what's wrong with Canada?
Oh, God. They're very progressive up there.
Where do you want me to move?
Ugh.
Give me a country that's not progressive.
Iceland.
Actually, that's not a bad shout. That is one country we're talking about.
Yeah, see?
All right, England or Iceland, pick one.
Did somebody tell me who sings Bye Bye?
No.
God damn it, how come I can't think of
I moved to Scotland.
Scotland. It's not that group, it's the other group.
It's not that group, it's the thanks.
It's
Way
not,
to be real specific.
It's not that 90s group, it's this 90s group.
Because there was only 2 90s groups, right? Nirvana and who?
No.
What's the question? Who sings Bye Bye?
Bye, baby, bye. Oh, come on. It's not Boys the Men, it's the other one.
Hey Siri.
I don't know if that's the title of the song.
Hey Siri.
Who's
Who
the other group
sings
besides
Bye Bye?
Boys the Men? It's the other one.
Stop talking! Hey Siri. Who sings Bye Bye?
Stop. Just
Mariah Carey.
No, that's not that song.
Well, I tried.
So, keeping with the Supreme Court, today they blocked a motion by
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
In Sync. Thank you.
We got there.
So, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah, I actually put Who Sings It by Nye.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Okay.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Woo! So anyway, keeping with the Supreme Court, they blocked a motion by the Democrats in Texas today to expand mail-in voting. A win for the good guys. Because again, What will happen if we allow mail-in voting? Let's see here. Didn't the government just mail out $1 billion worth of stimulus checks to dead people? How many ballots do you think are going to go to dead people?
A lot.
Think of it this way. There's certain states, and I don't have the list of them, but I could look it up if need be, that when you fill out your mail-in ballot and return it, you're required to put your return address. I thought balloting was supposed to be confidential. I'm going to open up your ballot. Oh, Daniel voted for the Socialist Party. Good. That's good. Oh, Jason voted for the Constitutional Party. Off with his head!
What is this, 1610? Or 16... or...
The
10...
the French Revolution.
1096?
No, the French Revolution.
No, I'm thinking...
The 1799.
When was the Battle of Hastings? 1066. Got it.
Okay. Well, I set off with his thinking of Louis the 15th.
I could care less about Louis the 15th.
The Visigoths. Come on.
Maybe I want to talk about Louis the 23rd.
I didn't know there was one.
Me.
So,
I'm the leader of the French.
I mean, how many like foreign countries could all of a sudden start printing counterfeit ballots?
And the envelope is marked as a vote. Duh.
Yeah, I mean, it's like seriously, it's like what the fuck's going on with this country? Come on, people. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
So if you haven't noticed, a lot of governors are now starting to close down states again because there's been a lot of new COVID cases. But they're saying, interestingly,
If Wolf wants to do that again, I'm moving out of Pennsylvania.
so far so good. He hasn't.
I'm moving to mine freaking Tana.
But right now they're saying there's been an explosion in COVID cases amongst younger people.
Why so?
I don't know. What's been going on the last month or so with young people that all of a sudden COVID cases are expanding? I heard this last night, and I think I only got about 45 minutes of sleep trying to figure it out. I couldn't come up with anything.
Does it have something to do with him and...
No, I think there might have been a nationwide bingo or something like this.
Hey, in Georgia, you're not allowed to have a fish as a bingo prize.
Yes, we'll get to that. Don't worry. I wanted to say that till the end. Don't ruin my surprise.
It's funny though.
So, like, what is it with young people that all of a sudden cases are spiking?
I don't know.
God.
I'm stumped.
God, I don't know. Can anybody help me out there? Come on, Patriots. Help me out. Help a white guy out here.
Oh? Who says
I know who sings this.
Who?
New Kids on the Block. I got that one. 80s. That's why I know that one. Late 80s. I know my 80s bands. Don't know my 90s bands, apparently.
You know Nirvana.
God. Not quite as bad as Green Day, but very close.
Rios and protetises. I'm reading what she said, what she typed. RIOYS and PROTETSTES. You want to try to sound that out? Then she says, "You know what I really mean."
Toys and prophylactive device. What? What?
We are assholes.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
This is a peaceful protest. Telling you, go watch that video. It's very funny. That would have been great if somebody said that right in the video.
We are the knights that say meh.
So speaking about dumb, stupid young people.
Hey, she typed it right this time. Good job. Riots
and protest. You know, she's got a point there. How come we didn't think of that?
Like this? Like a point?
Yeah. How come we... I was up all night thinking why it started increasing young people. Wow.
I couldn't come up with that.
No, I would have never came up with that one. I mean, I have to go to bed right after this because I was up.
I mean, I have a doctorate in thinking, but
Do you really?
yeah.
Obviously not critical thinking, that's for sure.
Mathematical thinking.
Yeah, dumbass thinking maybe. So speaking of,
Oh, I have more than a doctorate in that.
So speaking of dumb, stupid young kids,
I am comrade dumbass thinker to you.
did she send me my reparations yet for Pearl Harbor? I
haven't even got a text.
You're in trouble now.
What did I do?
she's pre-bowling for junior league.
No.
No, okay.
She said her arm hurt yesterday when she was bowling.
My arm.
She's gonna kick your ass.
I understand throwing the ball down and in would hurt your arm. I get it.
With a brace.
With the birds. No, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
Oh, she's gonna eat. She's gonna take this out on me, you ass.
Well, yes, she's not taking it out on me. Don't think
Knowing
that's
her,
happening.
she'll get up in the middle of the night and whack! Right in the sack.
What?
Pow! Right in the kisser.
She gonna reach her hand through the phone?
Maybe.
Yeah, let's remember she's like 5,000 miles away right now. I don't think so.
I wouldn't put it past her to fly here in the middle of the night and go pow! Right in the kisser.
So speaking of dumb, stupid young people,
I know a lot of those.
yeah, you've heard of this app. I'm sure you've heard of it. TikTok.
I have that app.
Oh, shocker. Shocker.
There's some funny content put on there. You were listening to it before the
and
show.
there's some stupid people dancing on there.
Yeah, but did you listen to the funny content?
Be that as it may. So, Apple.
Apple. I have a few of those.
Yeah,
A few of Apple devices.
I don't mean the fruit Apple.
I have
mean the
a
company
computer.
Apple.
I have a phone. The phone costs more than, like, freaking half the things in this house.
Yeah.
The phone was like $800.
The phone costs more than you cost.
Ouch.
Yes.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say you're pretty cheap.
Ouch.
You're as cheap as the old lady that lives in the skook. Going back to episode 1.
Ugh.
You know what else we talked about in episode 1?
Grandma.
Trying to kill Grandma! How is Grandma, by the way? Is she alive?
I don't know.
Someone,
Why don't I give her a call right now on stream?
Someone posts a lot on Facebook under Grandma's name.
A lot of political stuff.
So anyway,
It's either cooking or political.
Apple, is in the process of doing updates to their stuff.
Yeah, I don't like the new update.
Yeah, a lot of people don't, but
There's iOS 14. I hope that
Yes.
I hope that could go in away.
yes, but 14 caught something. 14 caught TikTok is reading your clipboard on your phone.
My clipboard.
Your clipboard. So basically everything that you're typing. Yeah. TikTok is reading everybody's clipboard. Who owns TikTok? What country is the company in that owns TikTok? The man in the back, the blonde, ugly kid.
Who are you talking to? I'm gorgeous, thank you.
To a one-eyed blind person, maybe.
Ouch. China.
China owns TikTok. And they're spying on all these 13-year-olds that are on TikTok.
Maybe they're... I just thought of another thing I shouldn't say on the internet.
Yeah, you don't want to say that. I wonder if they're getting any missile defense things, information from these 13-year-olds.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I want to start a new segment on the show tonight, and I want to do it as it may not always be the last segment of the show, but I want to end the show on a good note.
Okay.
A good note. By the way, next week, I'm not sure yet.
And AOC is getting a kickback.
Yes, AOC is probably getting a kickback, too. Yes. How come Christine is the only one commenting? Where's all my other commenters? Come on, you... So anyway...
Oh, you want to repeat that?
Yeah, come on.
A little clearer. in the microphone?
No, I was gargling.
Okay.
Wait a minute, a little clear in the microphone. That's your ear. I didn't know the microphone was your ear. Yeah. Hello.
The guy in China just.
So anyway.
Well, you probably saw the mosquito thingies. Those mosquito camera thingies.
Yeah, well, of course, yes.
Whether they're real or fake.
I read that Al Gore invented internet. You don't.
Okay.
Al Gore. We do know Al Gore created the internet, right? For China. But anyway. So next week, we might do Tuesday, Thursday, only because of the date of Thursday. Do you know what date next Thursday is?
Is it July 2nd?
July 2nd is next Thursday, so we might do a birthday bash celebration.
Damn it.
For what?
Damn it.
What?
Oh, wait, you're becoming old.
I'm already old. Why did you say you don't want to do a birthday bash celebration on Phatts TV for my birthday?
Why the hell do I want to do that?
You could. That might be the one chance for you to shove cake in my face.
Maybe a pie. Cheesecake. Because you hate cheesecake.
But you wouldn't want to waste the cheesecake.
That's true.
Yeah. See. So stay tuned.
I'm getting text now.
Oh, yeah, you're in trouble now. She must have been watching.
That was gay. Why'd you call yourself gorgeous? I'm only worth $1.
She must have been watching the show on tape delay.
I'm only worth $1.
Where's my reparations? So anyway, so we're going to start. So stay tuned. We're going to start this segment. We're going to go state by state. So this might take a little while. We might do one or two states.
50 episodes!
Well, we might do one or two states a night, depending upon. So we're going to do strange, dumb laws in each state.
You want to care to explain where this came from?
Well, this has been around the internet for quite a long time.
Yeah, but what did I say?
There's some idiot on TikTok that's doing this too.
Yeah, and you were laughing your ass off at it.
Yes, well, I've heard some of these before. It's not like these are new. Some of these have been around since, the 1800s.
That's why they're stupid.
Yes. So we'll do these in alphabetical order. So we're going to do the state of Sweet Home Alabama. In case you don't know, Alabama comes first if we're doing it in alphabetical order. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
When I was young, we had to do a song. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut. And then that's
Alabama, where the average horse is smarter than your average human.
Maybe. All right, so 20 strange laws in the state of Alabama. And none of these have to do with Forrest Gump. All right, the first one's a dumb one. You must have windshield wipers on your car. Really?
What if I don't want them?
What about if the Amish are there? Well, the Amish have windshield wipers on
They
their
don't have
buggies.
cars.
But their horses don't have windshield wipers. Should the horse have a windshield wiper?
Maybe.
Okay. In Mobile, Alabama, it's illegal to spit orange peels on the sidewalk. That's littering.
Not really.
But apparently, though, it's legal to spit them in the grass or on the street. Just can't do it in the sidewalk.
Right.
Number 3. Putting salt on a railroad track can be punishable by death.
I'm going to go put salt on the railroad track.
Putting salt on a railroad track could be punishable by death.
Well, it's because it leads to cows getting near the railroad track, so they're train wrecks.
Because cows like salt.
Yeah.
So, you farmers out there that live near railroad tracks in the state of Alabama,
put some salt there.
don't put any salt on the railroad tracks. Number 4. Boogers must not be flicked into the wind. Can you flick them against the wind so they hit you? So, if you're mining for gold in Alabama, can't do this. Mine always stuck anyway. There was a kid.
Yeah, then you just wipe it, right?
There was a kid in my kindergarten, first grade class. His name was Wayne. I won't say his last name to embarrass him, just in case he ever decides why should. He used to eat them.
Gross.
Funny how I remember this stuff.
Well, we could talk about how you threw a loogie into someone's hair once because of a pen. You're just like shit.
That was in 9th grade. Number 5. It is illegal to impersonate a priest. I'm fucked. I can tell you right now, there's someone laughing their ass off that's watching this.
Tony the Pope.
One of my nicknames besides PA Phatts, let's tell the story. I'm Catholic. As you can tell, I'm in church every Sunday.
She doesn't have money. Ask me for money.
No. Get a job. Get a job.
I do have a job.
Get a job. No, her. So anyway.
So I have a job sitting on my butt.
I'm Catholic.
Catholic.
And a few years ago, we were electing a new pope. Funny, they didn't ask me my opinion, though.
How do you elect a new pope?
After all the quarters I gave to the church when I was younger.
That was your mother's.
No, it was mine.
You do not.
You want to bet? We had these little envelopes. I was always number 8. And I put a quarter in it and gave it to the church every Sunday when I would go to church. My parents didn't go to church. I didn't go to church by myself. When I got a little bit older. When I was younger, I went to church with my brother and sister.
Can't get a job when there's nowhere here hiring just for the summer. She's also only there for another, like, 2 months.
What?
Not even 2 months.
You're in Hawaii. Become a lifeguard. Oh, wait. There's no water in Hawaii.
Okay.
But anyway. Be that as it may. The cardinals, the people that are right below the Pope, get together and they vote. And once they get so many votes, they take at least 1 vote a day, or is it 2 votes a day? And they put black smoke out of the chimney of the Vatican, and it's black. That means we don't have a new pope. As soon as it's white, that means they've chosen a new pope. Mm. It's it's basically who hasn't roughed up enough altar boys. Yeah, I'm going to purgatory for that one. But anyway,
I don't know. The Pope kind of seems about as relevant as Queen Elizabeth
anymore, especially the Pope we got now. But anyway. So, hey, Queen Elizabeth, man, she's a bad bitch. She don't take shit from anybody.
What do you mean?
She was queen during World War II, for crying out. That's how long she's been on the throne.
Really?
Yeah.
She's that old?
Yeah, she's been on the throne for a long freaking time.
What, since her 20s?
Yeah, she's been on the throne for a long time. Long time.
I wish I could have a life being pampered like that.
I don't know. She might have been still a princess back in World War II. I don't know. I'd have to look that up when she became a queen.
Can I be the next King
Siri,
George?
when did she become queen?
Hey, Siri. When did Queen Elizabeth become queen? '52.
Okay, so she was still a princess back then. All right.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, she's
I want to be
68
pampered
years.
like that.
So anyway, I wanted to throw my hat in the ring when we went for a new pope. For those of you that don't know, popes have to pick a new name. Like, I wouldn't be Pope Phatts, although that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Pope Phatts the first. That would not be such a bad idea. So I came up with a name. Very Catholic name. Pope Anthony. Pope Anthony. Why did I come up with Pope Anthony, you ask? Right? Is that what I heard? Right?
You alert?
No. Is that what I just heard?
Yeah.
Like, P.A. Fats, why did you say Pope? Why did you want Pope Anthony?
Why, P.A. Fats? Why did you want Pope Anthony?
Well, do you need a piping to cross your legs? After saying it like that, you didn't get you a pipe and cross your legs, not like the men do, like the British women do, because I could never do that. You cross your legs. I can't
like
do
this?
that. Yes.
Every now and then I'll do it. I can't do this anymore.
We're gonna put the robe on and get a pipe and we're gonna crush our legs. But anyway, so my name was gonna be Pope Anthony. During the day. At night. When people are named Anthony, what's their other name?
Tony.
Tony! At night, I was gonna be Tony DePope.
D.I.
D.I. Tony the Pope, mafia crime boss. Pope Anthony during the day, Tony D. Pope at night, mafia crime boss. You want to know a funny story?
No.
My girlfriend at the time I was doing this, I asked her if she would be she's like a very devout Catholic, like very devout. I asked her if she would be one of my altar strippers. I figured that would be a great way to raise money. As they passed around the collection plate, they had to like be topless. I'm so going to purgatory. I'm so going to purgatory. She didn't. She kind of found that amusing. If she's watching the show, she will mess. She actually does watch the show from time to time. She will message me and says, "I remember that, you asshole." But anyway, that was number 5. It's illegal to impersonate a priest, so I better not go to Alabama and be talking about being Tony the Pope. Number 6. It is illegal, speaking of church, to wear a fake mustache in church because it could cause laughter. Okay. Okay. Number 7. In Mobile, Alabama, it's illegal to spray silly string. Oh, man.
Good.
What are 8-year-old girls going to do in Mobile, Alabama? Prostitution now? Like...
Apparently, it's silly string of prostitution.
Silly string of prostitution. Cow tipping. In Montgomery, it's illegal to open an umbrella on the street. Can you do it on a sidewalk?
Maybe.
It's illegal to open an umbrella on a street. Because you could scare horses.
The next one's pretty funny.
Yes, speaking of today, you want to know why Alabama says no masks? Number 9 is it is illegal to wear a mask in public in Alabama. Wonder what cases of COVID-19 are like since you can't wear a mask.
Probably barely any.
Can't wear a mask. It is illegal to put an ice cream cone in your back pocket.
I know why.
Yes, I know why too.
Because they would steal horses that way.
Yes, people in the past would steal horses by putting ice cream cones in their back pocket. Ice cream cone in your back pocket. Did you ever put an ice cream cone in your back pocket?
No. Why is this person in the picture using white pants?
Because that kind of...
Idiot!
Well, if it was black pants, that's not going to show anything.
Why is the ice cream purple on the
she
pants?
had white shorts. Get it right. White cut-off southern shorts.
Whatever.
In Lee County, Alabama, it is illegal to sell peanuts after sundown on a Wednesday.
That's your stripping day.
Yes, that's the whole reason. Yes. You can't, in Lee County, you can't sell peanuts after sundown on a Wednesday. Wednesday is Sunday at Carvel, for those of you that remember those commercials. It is illegal to drive down a one-way street the wrong way. Wait. Back up. Beep, beep, beep. It is legal to drive down a one-way street the wrong way as long as you have a lantern attached to the front of your vehicle.
I'm going to do that.
We're going to go down to Alabama. We're going to put a lantern on the front of our vehicle, and we're going to drive down every one-way street the wrong way.
And the cop pulls us over, he pull up this law.
It's legal.
It says
It's legal. We're going to get a Coleman lantern, and we're going to do that. See? Coleman lantern. Bear wrestling matches are illegal.
Why would anybody want to wrestle a bear?
Well, why wouldn't you want to wrestle a bear?
I don't want to die.
Manly! Whip! No wonder why you don't want to wrestle a bear.
Yeah, let me see you wrestle
That looks
a
like
bear.
a 12-year-old kid that's wrestling a bear.
It does look like a 12-year-old kid.
Oh, man. You can't play dominoes on Sunday. And I don't mean Phatts Domino on the radio. You can't play dominoes on a Sunday in Alabama. What are the 8-year-old girls going to do? They can't play dominoes. They can't shoot silly string. They can't put an ice cream cone in their back pocket.
Prostitution.
They're only left with prostitution. Poor 8-year-olds. It is illegal for someone to drive while blindfolded in the state of Alabama.
I think it's illegal in most states to drive while blindfolded.
It's illegal to drive blindfolded in the state of Alabama. We should try that.
Let's not.
I'll guide you.
In your car.
I'll guide you. You don't think you can drive straight? Come on,
sure
come on,
you
we'll
can
get
drive
on a
straight.
highway in Alabama. All right, you're coming up to a right curve. Now it's about a 12-degree curve, so make sure you turn the wheel about 12 degrees. No, you're on the right.
And they're driving a Fiat in the picture.
And they're driving a Fiat in the picture. Okay. In Mobile, bathing in the city fountains are not allowed.
Okay.
Because they're going to take down the statue.
Probably.
Yes. In Huntsville, Alabama, an animal control officer is in uniform. When you see an animal control officer in uniform, it indicates to the public he's an animal control officer.
That's not even a law. That's just saying. Oh.
If an animal control officer is in uniform, it indicates to the public he's a control officer. So in other words, you can't impersonate an animal control officer.
I got told I don't even drive straight when I'm not blindfolded.
In Anniston, Alabama, it's illegal to wear blue jeans while walking down Noble Street.
I am getting blue jeans and walking down Noble Street.
I'm going to assume rich people lived on Noble Street at some time in Alabama.
Probably.
So if you're an 8-year-old girl
There's
in
the
Anniston, Alabama,
There's the corner.
and you live on Noble Street, no jeans, no dominoes, no silly string, go stand in a corner.
With nothing, apparently.
Number 19. Incestuous marriages are legitimate in Alabama. There you go. You want to marry your brother? Not you. You want to marry your sister? If you're related to the old lady that lives in the skook, go for it. You can marry whoever you want in Alabama. And the last one. In case of divorce, now, you want to talk about bullshit. This is bullshit. In case of divorce, women are entitled to keep all the property they owned before the marriage. However, that law does not apply to men.
I am not living in Alabama.
What the? What? Seriously? Come on. I'm not bringing property into a marriage if I live in Alabama. Do they mean land or do they mean anything? Like, do I got to split this mouse because it's my mouse? It was my property? Bastards. And apparently, in Alabama, at racetracks, you can't have garage pull handles that look like nooses.
Yeah, know the difference.
Yeah.
We already have enough issues right now. Know the difference.
Apparently, you can't do that in Alabama. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Any of those laws make sense? Yeah? I mean, I'm going to run right out and put salt on a railroad track.
That's the one I think that makes... And the ice cream cone?
Yeah. You know, if you put an ice cream cone in your back pocket, you might attract a lot more than just horses. You might attract 8-year-olds.
I'm not putting an ice cream cone in my back pocket now.
Because, you know, don't do it on a Sunday because they can't do dominoes. They can't ever do silly string. And they're not wearing jeans on Noble Street.
God, once we get to Pennsylvania, I can't wait till it's something we do, like, you know, like, every other week or something. Like,
Oh, I can't wait to see these Amish laws when I get to Pennsylvania. I can't wait. We got a while, though, till we get to Pennsylvania. Got a while. Got a while. What's Bennett saying? Hey, Danny. Hey, Danny.
What? Way to come in episode 40.
Just as we're getting ready to leave. That's your bowling buddy.
Yay?
We were talking about you, Bennett. We were saying how you're probably going to shoot 8:30 tomorrow. For 3.
I mean, for 6?
No, 3.
40 frames a game?
Yeah.
40 frames a game?
Yeah. Get our exit music ready. How nice of you to join us, Bennett. You got to do this a little bit earlier when we actually come on. For those of you that are new,
Figures knowing me, great. I posted it an hour ago.
I posted it.
Yeah, and I shared it.
Oh. For those of you that are new, that don't know, you know, subscribe to the channel. You can go back and watch all of our old episodes.
Go watch the first one.
First one is kind of funny. We have another really funny one in there somewhere too.
The last one we did was pretty funny.
Yeah, but
the last
like,
Friday.
There's like it's like about a month ago when we went like really long and it was funny. And then I kept saying this is what the show is supposed to be like.
At least I did subscribe. Then press the bell, and you'll get a notification every Tuesday and Friday at 8 o'clock when we go live.
And I'm gonna know if you're telling the truth because I get a notification if you subscribed. So don't be lying.
And apparently I'm going to shoot 300 tomorrow, according to him.
By the way, Bennett, don't put an ice cream cone in your back pocket.
Don't put salt in the railroad tracks.
Don't play with silly string.
Don't wear jeans on Noble Street.
Yeah. Don't pretend to be a priest. Don't wear a fake mustache in church.
Don't own anything in Alabama.
All right, ladies
That was
and gentlemen.
funny. Daniel was on. Apparently I was on.
You were on that night. You were on that night. Yeah.
I was on tonight.
Oh, what? Tonight was funny. Daniel was on. What are you high on something? Are you high? Are you high? High? Were you doing some crack before you came downstairs tonight? Is that what you're doing in the bathroom when you're pretending to take a shower?
Pretend to take a shower.
You can't. You didn't know where I was going with that. Oh, did you get?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Whatever. You should be able to trust me. I'm a big boy, but I don't put ice cream in my back pocket.
You are a big boy, Bennett. You're one of my favorite people, though, Bennett. I remember you when I coached you in soccer when you were a little Gabby.
Gabby?
What's his last name?
He wasn't that tall.
That's
That's 2 feet off the ground.
I'm sitting down. What's the scale? It's this because he came up to my hero.
Damn, all right. Me too. He remembers that.
Yeah, Team Canada, baby. Team Canada. All right, everybody. You have a safe, happy, healthy weekend. Don't go out and get COVID so we got to shut down the state again.
It's fine. I can still play disc golf.
In the one county that's still yellow.
Yeah, the league is in that county. Stay trapped!
If you're really, really bored this weekend, come power wash my house. Come cut down my shrubs. Do a little gardening for me.
Gardening?
Yeah,
Get a woman.
Yeah, right. I don't,
Get a woman that likes gardening.
what do you think, I'm stupid?
True.
Stupid?
Oh, I'm gonna get slapped for that.
I think I'm stupid.
I'm gonna get slapped for saying
Stupid.
true.
Have you seen, women only come here after you're asleep. And then I make sure they're out
the old
before
lady from the
sun-
skook, that's right.
No, you have to go to her house. You should know that. Yeah, it's in the afternoon. He goes, Dad, I'll be back in 2 hours. I'm going to play disc golf. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's where you're going. And he comes back with this big smile. I was like, yeah, I went +1. Yeah, I bet you went +1.
Okay. You can end the show now.
She lives up near Lake Winona, doesn't she?
Where?
Lake Winona.
I don't know what it is.
We pass it every time we went up to the Hemorrhag's house. Lake Winona is that cottage place on the right. When we're coming down the hill, it's on the right. Read signs, because there's a big sign that says Lake Winona.
Big Winona.
There's no way you came from my loins.
No way you came from my
You
loins.
can't.
There's no way you came from my loins.
Either that or you only got 20 2/3 of my chromosomes.
I think I'd be dead.
No, you got the rest from your mother.
I got how many in a third?
Speaking of children, thank you for the prayers for Josh, Stacy, and Aubrey. They are doing a lot better. So, your prayers helped, as always. I'm sure you were praying.
Right.
Yes. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Either I will see you when you come to my house to do some yard work, or we will see you Tuesday night when we go over crazy laws from... I can never grab the right mouse. We go over crazy laws from the state of Alaska, our 49th state in the Union. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.